Another day, another video. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today we are watching the 100. This episode 9 of the first season. Hopefully you guys have been enjoying the series so far, and if you'd like to watch today's episode, it is available for free in the description below. Just click that link, put the password in and enjoy. And just a quick heads up, in the 10th episode, that is right, we will be running our most liked character of the season. We'll also run a most disliked character as well. I know that not much has actually happened to dislike somebody, but on the big long shows that we do, like the Vampire Diaries and the originals, you know what I mean, like we do run these most liked characters because it gets people engaging, and it's interesting to see like your opinions and mine. And obviously we'll do that for every single season as we go forward, so I'm excited to see obviously everybody's favorite characters, because there's quite a lot, isn't there, you know what I mean? And you know, mine's kind of changing throughout the season as we're going right now, and I'm interested obviously to find out who you guys have been backing here in season 1. Now, last episode again, very interesting. You know, we found out that the person that was tied up, yes, the grounder, he has got a name and he can speak English. His name is Lincoln. Yes, he was speaking to Octavia. She did come up, she was trying to help him all episodes. She was trying to clean his wounds and stuff. We seen that it was Clark and Bellamy. They went off on like a little mission. They was trying to find you know, like supplies and stuff to kind of like help them in the camp, and what they ended up finding is weapons. Yes, they was firing it. They was you know, they was talking, they were saying they need to train, they need to learn how to defend themselves. And another interesting thing that was happening is they was all eating these little nuts. They had like an abundance of them. They must have gone out and picked them. I don't know where it come from, but they had so many of them, and that's what everybody was eating all episode. Now we started to see some after effects of these. People started hallucinating. It was like they was all high. They was seeing stuff. You know, we seen Jasper, he was seeing that they was you know, the grounders coming in and invading the camp. That actually wasn't happening. You know, Octavia was thinking, I tell you what, mate, I can use this to our advantage. She went upstairs, she threw the guards some of the nuts, they was eating them, they started hallucinating. She ran up, she gave Lincoln some clothes, she untied him, she was like, look mate, this is your time to go run. And that is exactly what he did as well. He ran away. Now he ended up encountering Finn, who is actually okay now. You know, he ended up sleeping with his girlfriend. She was doing most of it, to be honest. She was the instigator of it all. She did tell him that she actually knew about him and you know, Clark, but she doesn't really want to talk about it now. And you know, she's kind of like brushing it all under the carpet, which I think is going to come back to not like bite her on the ass, but I think that it's going to blow up a bit more as we go into the show. Now again, like another interesting thing is they could speak to each other on these monitors. They had little cameras, he was talking. Now out on their little mission, yeah, they was attacked, Clark and Bellamy, because one of the guys was actually told by the person that told Bellamy to kill Jaha to go and actually kill him. So obviously like the information can't get let out. Now while he was hallucinating, he ran over, he was starting to attack Bellamy, but yes, Clark come and saved the day. She was you know, she kind of like interrupted it. They ended up fighting. Bellamy stabbed him in the neck with a bullet. Didn't shoot him, he stabbed him in the neck with a bullet, and he ended up dying. They had a little bonding session. I'm liking them, they're getting closer together. He ended up going back to the camp, sitting down, speaking to Jaha. He told him you know, everything that happened and who the snake is. He was pardoned himself, so now obviously he has no weight on his shoulders, thinking that when they do come down to earth that he's going to have to go on the run. And they ended up arresting the person on the ship that tried to kill him. Now the interesting thing is he ended up getting killed by the woman that has actually just been put on the council back in table. You know, she used to be in charge and she's no longer no more, and you could tell that now she's trying to infiltrate it again, and she's trying to push her own agenda, and she's trying to obviously take over the council. So again, that one's really interesting. And like I said, my favorite topic or conversation or whatever you want to call it that's going on right now is the Octavia and the Lincoln storyline. I'm interested to see where he's running off to. Is he going to bring his friends back? Is he going to attack the camp? He did tell her that he is the enemy, and you know, she told him to tell him that he's not a bad guy, and he said, I can't mate, I am the enemy. And then obviously she let him run away. She told Bellamy that she didn't actually do that, but we know she did. And I would just want to know the aftermath of that. What are the repercussions going to be for actually that decision? It's going to be exciting to see. So thanks for checking out today's episode. If you did enjoy it, please smash the like, really helps out. Subscribe if you're new, and as always, let's jump into episode 9 of the first season of the 100.
Every year we mark the moment our ancestors of the 12 stations joined to form the ARK.
Someone shut him up.
You shut up, Miller. No one's forcing you to watch.
Don't tell me you don't like Unity Day.
The ARK only came together after the 13th station was blown out of the sky. Not the version of history we like to tell each other at parties.
Team strikes again! Hey! The first Exodus ship will launch in under 60 hours.
60 hours?
Reinforcements that you need. So stay strong. Help is on the way.
He's cutting his remarks short.
What's that?
Oh, nothing. I helped him with his speech.
The Earth was on fire. 12 stations floated through space, all alone. When all the stations were joined, they called themselves...
The hell? You reckon Diana's done that? Well, that's bad, that, actually. That is, like... The thing is, whoever's done that is a sore loser. I don't know, like, who it is, but, like... They know that the ship's going down. They know that Earth is habitable, and it's got to be somebody that knows that there's not enough ships. That's how I would do it. Like, I would like to obviously know how many times attacks like this happen. If this is once in literally a blue moon, then it's obviously associated with something to do with the council. But that might be because I know this information. But I would look close to the inner circle first. Oh, his mum. Oh, she is dead, isn't she? Who would be setting off bombs, mate, inside a ship?
May we meet again.
That's pretty sad, that, isn't it? He took it well in, man. Like, I'd be balling all over me.
Cole Kaplan, Muir and Fuji are dead. If you hadn't cut your speech short...
Where's Counselor Sidney? We are not missing that launch window.
The way I see it, we got two choices. Stay and fight, in which case maybe we win if we can get enough workers to join us.
Maybe we don't. What's the second choice?
Take the Exodus ship now. We should have built a bigger bomb.
What's her plan? What is a plan? Like, it does stress me sometimes. It stresses me out when I don't know why something's happening. Like, she's just been introduced, yeah, as the old Chancellor. Then, yeah, she's got put on the council literally the same episode. And then, like, the next episode, well, not last episode, like, pretty much the next one we see her, she's dropping bombs in to blow everyone up. Why? Literally, why? Like, I just, what's your plan? Like, you're not happy that 2,200 people are on the ship and 700 could go to the Earth, so you decide to, like, kill loads of people. Like, you want to be in charge. Like, it's so obvious. Oh, he's leaving the best part about his speech out. And then a bomb goes off, and it's like, well, if he'd done that speech, he'd still be there. He's dead. Didn't take a scientist, you know, to figure that one out. Do you know what I mean? It took me, like, 1 second. So, I mean, they've already figured it out.
Why don't you go get a drink? You look like you could use one.
I could use more than one.
Then have more than one. The Exodus ship carrying your mother comes down here in 2 days. After that, the party's over.
Making bullets on Unity Day.
Grounders don't know it's Unity Day.
If we keep going on this way, we'll never stop digging graves.
You didn't see him, Finn. It didn't matter what we did to him. He was ready to let you die.
Yeah, if people just look at one outcome, don't they? And they don't look at the bigger picture. Maybe that's what Finn's trying to do. He's trying to understand every part of the story. Hey, that is better.
Out of you yet?
Hey. What's he writing on the walls? Look at that rug. Guy's got decorations in his cave. Ah, it's Finn.
Wait!
He's giving him his knife back, it says.
I think you lost this. You blew this when your people were hunting us.
Oh, we
You
deterred
saved
them
our
all.
lives. I have to believe there's more like you. The rest of our people are coming down here. They're sending mostly soldiers, the people that enforce our laws. When those people get down here, if they feel threatened, they will start a war.
You bring your leader, I'll bring mine. Not your brother.
ARK.
Clark.
Should be delayed. At least until you question the terrorist that set that bomb. His name is Siler Ridley. He's a mechanic who lost his wife in the culling.
What? Why would they believe this? Oh.
Where have you been, Diana? Did you leave the project early?
Thank God I did, or I'd be dead right now.
Where have you been? Go on. Oh, what answer was that? Oh, I don't like her. She's got a face that I don't like.
Set up a meeting with the grounders.
How?
I was just with the grounder that we had in the dropship. His name is Lincoln.
But wait a second. He spoke to you?
It's not important. I know it's a long shot, but this is our world now, and I think we can do better than the first time around.
To bring back up.
No way. We're not bringing guns. Those weren't the terms, and if we're gonna do this, we gotta give it a fair shot.
Finn set up a meeting with the Grounders. I mean, we do have to live with these people.
They'll probably gut you, string you up as a warning.
I need you to follow us. Be our backup. Doesn't need to know. And Bellamy, bring guns.
On that one, like, I firmly believe that the presence of guns will hinder whatever the positive outcome of that meeting will be if they get seen. Because it will be an attack. It'll be, I'm scared, they'll retaliate, these will retaliate, it'll make it worse. But I also, like, get why she believes that she needs it. The only encounters that they've had with these people so far is death, 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 death. And now she thinks that she's just going to walk in there free willy-nilly, like, with no sort of defense at all. And she believes that she needs some sort of backup. I get it. So, like, do I think that it's a bad move? I do think it's a bad move. But do I totally understand it? I do understand it. But from what I've seen of Lincoln, I do trust him as well right now, like, which I could be idiotic. I could be falling into the Finn and Octavia thing. He could be playing there, but so far I think he's been all right, and I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt. But in terms of that woman on the ship, Diana, yeah, where have you been? Where have you been? Oh, thank God I wasn't there. I would have got blown up. No, that is not what I asked. I asked, where have you been? Yeah, you just didn't answer it at all, and they accepted it. Like, that bit of the scene was stupid. She got asked a question, and then she just was like, oh, glad I wasn't there. And then it's like, oh, yeah, sound. Let's just carry on.
Sure you know what you're doing?
Why does everyone keep asking me that?
Oh, whoa.
Damn!
You need a hand now that, you know, you almost blew one off? You know, when my parents get here, they can mix us up some new gunpowder. My dad's gonna flip for this scrap metal. Got any family?
Just Finn.
We all got each other now.
Hey, that was good, mate. That was good. It made her not feel alone, singular.
Come with me.
I am?
You handled yourself well in the cave with Grounder.
Hey, it's getting well better.
Seriously, Finn, you're putting a lot of faith in a guy who stuck a knife in you.
You're sounding more and more like Bellamy.
Sorry about bringing up Clark earlier. That was awkward.
Shut up.
Both of you shut up. Keep your eyes open.
Upset about what happened at Section 17.
I lost my wife. You're damn right. I'm upset.
Who helped you? I know you didn't act alone.
Oh.
There goes power. That's our cue.
Well, that was interesting.
What's happening?
But we've lost power to multiple stations.
Marcus!
Diana Sidney, she's diverting power.
In the Exodus ship.
That's what they get, mate, for being absolute idiots. Like, just accepting that she just ran away. Like, didn't even question her anymore.
You're the future of the human race. And today, I'm going to lead you home.
See, right, she just wants to take them home. Who's to say that they wasn't going? Like, they wanted to send the first dropship, which I personally agree. I don't care if it's, you know, Clark's mum, Bellamy's mum, do you know what I mean? It could be anyone. Raven's dad, Finn's parents, whatever. It could be anyone. But it needs to be essential personnel. It needs to be guards, doctors, medics, engineers. That's who needs to go down in the first ship. It's not about saying, that's your kid, that's your kid, that's your kid. It's about the common sense of trying to get the people on the ground to survive long enough for more people to come down. So these are just being selfish, but I'm interested, you know. I actually think it's quite good that you've got some people on the inside going rogue. Just makes it, you know, more interesting and adds a layer to the story. But I think they get what they deserve. But I'll always now go back to, where was you when that bomb went off? Thank God I ran away, otherwise I would have got hit as well. No, that is the most ridiculous answer I've ever seen, and it got accepted as well.
You helped him escape, didn't you? I trust him, Clark. There's a lot of that going around.
She's gonna see him hug. Oh, yeah, shit. I know, I feel sorry for Jasper. But you got Raven now, and Clark's got Bellamy/Finn. Yeah, this is good. Oh, aye. Yo, she's from Alter Carbon. Oh, I've seen her fight before. She's sick.
But we want to find a way to live together. In peace.
I understand.
You attacked us for no reason.
No reason? The missiles you launched burned a village to the ground.
Thought the ground was uninhabited.
You knew we were here when you sent an armed raiding party to capture one of us and torture him.
I see your point.
Diana, don't do this. It's already done.
Get her out of here.
Wait! We could use a doctor on the ground.
Why would I agree to an alliance that your people can break the moment they get here?
Our technology, they will wipe you out.
They wouldn't be the first to try.
Scroungers in the trees.
You've been hit!
It's just a scratch.
Had me shot! You detonated a bomb in a public meeting, killing 6 innocent people! And now you want to kill everyone on the space station!
There aren't enough dropships to get everyone down to the ground. Most of them workers like you are gonna be left behind to die. Launch!
Nothing that you can say, right? That is one selfish person. Have they literally all just lost power now?
You didn't have to trust the grounders.
That's a trust me.
Trust me.
Yeah, I thought that's what she was going to say earlier on when he was asking her to do it.
I said, best Unity day ever.
Something's wrong.
That's so far away. Most of the people on there hopefully have died. That's what I want anyway. First of all, like I say, I'm no fence sitter. The people who just started this war is that camp. The 100 started it. But I'm also firmly going to say as well that it did look like, yeah, that the ground people was going to hit a shot. Like, it actually did. Now, they didn't take the first shot, so the first people that took it was the 100. So that means that any action that happens now from that fight scene is their doing. Like, they was the instigators. But I have to say that Jasper not had every right to, but he had every right in himself to make the judgment call that it looked like an attack was imminent. You know, they went from being in a position where he was stood there looking at the bridge to being in arm position, if that makes sense. So the bowers had the bowls pulled, and the people that was throwing the spears obviously was in that position as well, where when he first clocked him, they was kind of stood still just looking at them. So they was in a position where it looked like they was about to attack, and obviously they retaliated first. So I don't know, to me the 100 did start that fight, but I am interested because it looked like they purposely shot Lincoln then. Maybe because obviously he brought them there, and that's kind of like his punishment for, like, you know, a couple of them getting killed. But they look really good. They had horses. The suits look really well. You know, she's kind of like levered up. She had the fur around her. I've seen her before. She is a good fighter. You know, really, really good at martial arts and stuff. So maybe she's only in it for a little bit. Hopefully we get some scenes going. I mean, it was good what she was saying, like, what's the point in us cutting a deal? Because you can't guarantee that, you know, once your people come down, that they're not going to retaliate against us and they're just going to keep this, you know, like, peaceful treaty that we've just done. You can't guarantee that, so it kind of is pointless. I understand where she's coming from. But I do believe that they should have just put trust in people. So I sacrificed Finn and Finn and Clark, you know, as far as they knew, that it was just them two. They didn't know Octavia was there. So as far as the camp knew, it was only them two that was going. And if they died, they died. That's 2 casualties in war, regardless of who it is. It could be 2 people that we don't know or 2 leaders. Yeah. Now you're going to get more casualties at war because of the retaliation of you guys going with the backup and the shooting. Do you know what I mean? It's interesting. Now, I do like Jasper, and I thought the vibes that he was giving off with Raven was pretty good. I liked it. Well, to be honest, I like most of the scenes that he was in, but kind of feel sorry for him at the end there a little bit. He did shoot their archers, but I don't know, he done it because he was trying to save Octavia, and then obviously, you know, he's kind of fancied Octavia since the moment he set eyes on her. If we've seen it on obviously the ship when she went to the Masquerade Ball, and then he got a kiss down here on Earth from her, and I don't know, he's kind of thinking that something's brewing, and then he sees her with Lincoln, he seems upset, he tries to defend her, she blames him for what's happening. Pretty sad, isn't it? It is pretty sad. But in terms of Diana, she's one selfish person, mate. She was trying to rally everybody on that other side, say, he's still lying to you, there's not enough ships, yeah? Well, it's like, yeah, but what you're trying to do is kill every single person on that ship just to save the few that was in that little bit that you had. Like, they literally told you that you're still connected, and by you going like that, you're going to draw all the power away from that ARK. So that means that obviously, like, you're going to possibly kill everybody on there. You've already set off a bomb today, and you know, you're trying to rally the people to get behind Jaha because he told you that there's not enough ships to take you down to Earth. Yet you're trying to do an action that's going to kill them anyway, so they can't get down to Earth. Do you know what I mean? One person got through, but apart from that, like I said, that's just hit the Earth fast. So quite a lot of them have got to die. Hopefully not all of them. Some of them. I want actually the grounders to go there. I want the grounders to get them. That's where it'd be good. The grounders go over to get them, and then it'll make a good storyline between obviously the camp and trying to retrieve the loved ones / people that they've got and taken themselves. Okay, that's going to wrap up today's episode. Thanks so much for checking out the channel today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. So yeah, as I was saying there, mate, you know, we've just seen that dropship obviously launch and take out all of the power on the ARK. So it's going to be interesting to see what they do. They've got to have emergency generators or something in place, surely. Otherwise they're going to have no sort of power to do their own launches. And like I said, mate, that woman is so selfish. She's only thinking about herself and going down first. Now, who was to say that those people that was on that ship was never going to go down? They was mad because they wanted to send down, you know, not them, pretty much, in the first ship. And I personally think the first ship should have just been important personnel, whether it was doctors, engineers, you know, medics, whatever you want to call it. People there going to help the people survive longer onto the ground. Now, like I said, the power's been cut off, so it's going to be interesting to see these in panic mode. Now, in terms of them on the ground, they've hit that with some impact, and not everybody can stay alive. Do you know what I mean? We've seen 2 people die on the first initial launch, and that was supposed to go plain sailing. Everything was planned, wasn't it? And a safe landing. Now, I want Abby to survive, obviously. I want Diana to as well, because I want to be some sort of repercussions. I want either them to land and go after her themselves, you know what I mean? Like an internal war. But I think, like, the best thing that could actually happen is, you know, Clark's just been on the bridge, and she's just been talking to their leader, and she's told him that these people are coming down, you know, from the ARK. And they've got better technology than them. They're stronger. They're sending the guards down. They've got weapons. And do you know what I mean? They're here for war if need be. So now she's obviously kind of bigged them up that they're going to be a threat. Now that they've seen this dropship hit and crash, I want the grounders to go over and actually, you know, get there first before Clark and Bellamy and co. I want them to take him. Everybody is prisoner who's actually stayed alive. And I want them to kind of, I don't know, just be tortured. I want, obviously, I actually want Clark's mum to stay alive. She seems all right, to be honest. So I want her to stay alive, but I want them to be taken, be tortured. You know, I want them to be kind of used as base. I want Bellamy and Clark and Finn and all that to try then to set up some sort of, like, rescue. And then, I don't know, just a little bit of fighting and rivalry going on. I thought today they looked good in the trees, to be honest, with the bows and the spears. They did blend in really well. It was hard to see. I can't really blame Jasper for shooting them, even though, like, he did kind of cause all of this chaos. They looked good as well, coming from the trees. I don't know what's happening with, obviously, with Lincoln, because, like I said, it looked like he was shot off his own team after setting up that meeting and it going south, because a couple of them did die, didn't they? He was left on the bridge, everybody else ran away. We've seen a little bit of conflict between Finn and obviously Clark. He was saying that if you want trust in them, then at least trust me. The other person that she did trust was obviously Bellamy to come and save her ass. You know what I mean? She was setting up little traps or little trails for him to obviously follow them. So it's really exciting. I'm enjoying it. And like I said, mate, I'm glad that more people now from the grounders have been shown. And they do seem like they're a little bit of warriors. And they've got the advantage of the home turf, the jungle. Do you know what I mean? They'll have the weapons, they'll have traps, they'll have, you know, they'll have procedures in place for an incoming enemy attack. She said that it's not the first time that they've had people with better technology come after him. So she'd be interested to see them actually try. So yeah, I can't wait. Thanks for checking out today's episode. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please smash a like. It really helps out. Subscribe if you're new. And as always, I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers, guys.